So to make the adjustable bow look, you're going to need some bows. I chose to use paper scrapbooking bows over fabric bows just because I found that they retain their shape a little better and are less likely to get dirty, but feel free to use whatever you like. Then you'll need a cannula, either straight or curved, and a glue gun. Then you're going to make sure that you have it facing the right side of your cannula. Make sure that the bow faces outward at the point of the adjusting strap on your cannula. Now all you need to do is glue on your bow, so you're just going to take some hot glue and put it in the middle of your bow. If you're using a paper scrapbooking bow, I find it stays on better if you remove the tape part first so that you're only gluing on the paper. Glue it onto the middle and then hold it down for about 20 seconds and you're done, and you should be able to, once it's dry, still move your cannula up and down and adjust it as needed. For the lace cannula look, you're going to need some lace, preferably lace that has scallops or decoration on both ends, some scissors, and a glue gun. Once you've made sure that your cannula is adjusted to the length that you like to wear it at, you're going to take your lace and measure it down the length of your cannula, and once you have it to the length that you want, just cut it to that side. Now this step is optional depending on the type of lace you have, but once you've cut your lace to size, you're just going to make a cut down the middle of it so that you have two smaller edges that'll fit more cleanly on your cannula. So now that your lace has been measured and cut, we're going to start wrapping and gluing your lace. So starting at the point where your nasal prongs end, you're going to take your lace and wrap it so that half of it is wrapped around the cannula, where the other half, is preferably the scalloped end, is poking out. And once you have it wrapped and held in place, you're going to start gluing down along the edge of it and wrap and then glue and then keep going down, wrapping, gluing, wrapping, gluing. Be careful, you can get a little tangled like I did. Once you reach the end of your cannula where your adjuster meets the wearable end, I would just recommend making a diagonal cut on your lace before gluing it so that it fits more cleanly on the end of your cannula such that it reaches a curve. And there you go, lace decorated cannula. To make the mustache cannula, you're going to need some felt mustaches. I found these felt mustaches on clothespins at Michael's for about 40 cents. You need a hot glue gun and a glue stick to go with it, an X-Acto knife, and your cannula. So all you're going to do now that you have your mustache is take it and then get some hot glue and put it in the middle of the mustache. Make sure it's enough to cover the area of the cannula and the mustache completely, and then push down and then hold it for about 20 seconds once you have it in the position you like. And that's it. You have a mustache cannula. So to make the roses cannula, you're going to need fabric roses, florist's tape, or I ended up using scotch tape, so either will work, floral wire, I used it in silver, but any color works as well, some wire cutters, mine came along with pliers as well, a glue gun, and a cannula, either straight or curved. After you've cut the wire down to about 10 centimeters, or the length at which the end of your adjuster meets the end of your cannula, you're going to take one of the roses, and at the point where the leaves meet the flower, you're going to insert the wire and then slide it down to the end of the wire. Once you've done the same thing with all your flowers, I used about 11, you're going to take your hot glue gun, and then once all the flowers are facing the same direction, you're going to glue down where the flower meets the wire. All you're going to do now is take the wire and, starting at the point of the cannula which you use to adjust the length of it, start wrapping around in a circular motion, adjusting the flowers as you go so that they look the way you want to. I wanted them all to face mainly the front, so I just kind of adjusted them so that they would face the front when I was wrapping. And you want to wrap it pretty tightly, but not so tight that it strangles your cannula, just enough that they'll stay on in a firm manner. Once you have your wire wrapped around your cannula, you're going to take some tape Originally I had bought floral tape, but I decided that I liked the clear look of the flowers better on the cannula instead of making it green. So I just got some Scotch tape, and then I took just a piece of Scotch tape, cut it in half, and then used it to wrap around each of the ends on the cannula so that the wire wasn't poking out and then it wouldn't, stab me or be sharp at the end. And that's it. There's your flower cannula. So for the Deco Tape look, you're going to need any sort of decorative tape. I used scrapbooking glitter tape and glitter on a roll tape cut into a fleur-de-lis type shape. You can use any sort of deco tape that you like. I just found these two at my local Michael's. And other than tape, all you're going to need is a pair of scissors. So starting with the white glitter tape, I cut it to about 10 centimeters because I'm only taping the part below the adjusting strap to the end of the cannula. I'm just going to start wrapping at the base of the adjusting strap, keeping it as tight as possible and moving in a circular motion. I found that if you turn your cannula as you wrap the tape, it goes on a bit easier. You want to be careful not to overlap your tape or kind of go outside the cannula because it can create a bubble effect. As you see, I made a little mistake in the middle and it just kind of creates a larger bump in an otherwise neat wrap of tape. Moving on to the glitter on a roll tape, you're going to do the exact same thing that you did with the white glitter tape. The only thing different that I did was wrap the tape on in kind of larger circular motions so that the fleur-de-lis pattern did not overlap each other and that they could be seen clearly against the white deco tape.
So now I'm just going to show you what it looks like when you add deco tape to the actual tubing of an oxygen tank or oxygen converter. I find that this is very useful because it helps people see your tubing so that you don't trip on it or that other people don't trip or step on it. Here I'm just using some Japanese deco tape that I got from a stationery kit, but you can use any sort of tape so long as it's colored and can be seen easily. And there you go.
Hi everyone! Thank you all for watching. I hope that this video gave you some ideas on different ways to jazz up your cannula and make using your oxygen a little bit more fun and fashionable. Let me know down in the comments below what you thought of the video and if there's anything else you'd like to see me do. Thanks again to Angeline for doing an amazing job editing my video. I hope that you all have a wonderful day. Peace be upon you all and keep on breathing. My chair is pink, as is my favorite color, and features a lovely painted design made by my cousin on the left wheel. She's gonna do the right wheel over Christmas.